Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Michael Akahane from Duallist Project, and today I'm bringing you one sitting into Planetarian, the reverie of a little planet. Well, it's a visual novel developed by Key and published by Sekai Project in the West. I'll talk a bit about the publishing history when we actually start the visual novel, but I'll talk about the system settings first, because there is something to be said about it. So, I mean, or actually, honestly commented upon. As you might see, there is none. There is no system settings here. It doesn't have its own button, so it's start, load, and exit buttons. As you see, it's not available, or it looks it's not available. Actually, if you right-click, which doesn't show on my stream because the right click is registered as a part of my system, not as a part of the game. It doesn't record it. What it says to me, or what I can see so I can describe it to you, is standard Windows context bar with screen mode, sound setting, voice setting, font settings, character rate, auto mode settings, and really the usual stuff you would expect for a visual novel. What it slightly disappoints me is the fact it with the screen settings, it allows only for full screen, windowed mode, 50% size, 70% size, 150% of the size, 200% of the size. It does not allow you to correct the ratio of the game. As you might see, it's 4:3, or yeah, it's 4:3. So it makes it slightly weird on 16:9, 16:10 screens. So, or it produces the black bars, which could be used for something. I mean, it could. I mean, it's empty space. There's nothing in. I mean, yeah. So that's a down point for me, that it just there is unused space, which, I mean, yeah, I'll get to this point of, I mean, it's due to the rather old age of the visual novel, though it's been published in 2014 on Steam. So yeah, okay, the other settings are normal. You have 4 separate sliders for BGM, voice, SFX, and system. Voice settings, you just take off the voices of 2 characters and possibly other characters called the other characters. You have a font. I would say it leeches off the system fonts. It doesn't have its own ones, but yeah, it's running currently, I believe, on MS Graphics, so nothing too complex about it. It just borrows everything. Font, the character rate, it just shows you a speed bar of how it would do the thing. It does it on what looks like an Windows 98 install bar, probably. Yeah, that's how would I describe it. So yeah, there is no actual display of a text. It's just an install bar. And yeah, an auto mode settings is just what it says. It just how it advances, and yeah. Okay, I mean, you might hear me being slightly disappointed about the settings thing, but do not get me wrong. The visual novel, the Planetarian, the Reverie of a Little Planet, is a good piece of work, or so far what I've read is really nice written, and the voice acting was nicely good. So let's jump into it. Okay, as you see, the publisher, the Key, which has become Visual Arts Key, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's talk. I mean, this is now a video sequence which cannot be skipped whatsoever, but so let's use it to talk slightly about the visual novel. It was first published in 2004 by the Visual Arts, and it took 4 years, no, 10 years to get published on Steam by Sekai Project. So thank you Sekai Project for bringing it, for bringing the game, because if it weren't for you, it would have not seen a proper release in West. Um, the visual novel was published on a variety of platforms. From what I can say for certain, it's been published on PSP, and I believe that I own a UMD somewhere in my flat. So, because I believe I have imported it a couple of years ago from Japan, and I have played a little bit. I mean, I can understand Japanese more than I did a couple of years ago, so uh, could probably finish it in Japanese now on my PSP. But as we've got English version, let's talk about the Steam one. So yeah, it's in a variety. Let me go for auto mode. Does it work? Oh yeah, now it does. Good. The visual novel is about, well, post-apocalyptic world, and about I would say a fairly young man, who makes his living by looting cities or looting deserted places for equipment so he can survive, because a human population is no more, or no more is, well, non-existent in how we perceive it nowadays. So and the man stumbles into a planetarium when he meets a girl who just spoke and who is not to be seen, yes, yet, because we are still blinded by the light. So let's wait for the appearance of the main heroine for a bit. And yeah, what I can say about the translation is, I mean, it's good. I mean, I must say, I was really content with it. So whoever did the translation did a really good job. So keep at it. What is there to say? I mean, so far I've been reading, I think, for a couple I think 2 hours or something. And I was really into it, and I must say it caught me, and I think I will finish it in due time. It's a short visual, according to the visual novel database, it's a short one, so it's around 2 to 10 hours. So, but what is really one thing I really like about the game is that it has, I mean, there is actually a voice acting for the male character as well. So I mean, it's kind of rare to see when you have your protagonist character to have a voice. I mean, I have encountered little visual novels with main hero or player character being voiced. I mean, if there is an RPG, I mean, they get voiced, but you know what I'm trying to say. If there is just this character who even doesn't show his face on a screen, you usually do not get voice acting, and this visual novel gets it. Okay, the main heroine appeared on the screen, so you can see she's kind of cute looking girl, currently handling what she calls a bouquet of flowers. Yeah. Let's talk about while the game goes on, it goes on about the price and the other things. As I have said, it's available on Steam for about £7. So which is in my opinion, yes, maybe good price, maybe not, but £7 seems fine. It's just for I would say it's a regular price for a book, and the effort the group put into the visual novel, I believe it's justified. Though the game being slightly old, they could have gone with the price slightly lower, but again. So yeah, it's also available on other platforms. I believe it's available on iOS as well. But yeah. Okay, I think this is enough from me today. I mean, the best way to enjoy visual novels is to get them and read them. So, I mean, story-wise, I can recommend it. I mean, art is kind of appealing in the game, though it's a bit. I mean, it's oldie. I mean, but it represents early 2000s, so a lot of people like that style. I like it as well. So yeah. And yeah, I think that's all for today. Thank you for listening, and this has been Michael Akahane from Duallist Project, and thank you for listening. And if you're interested, the game is available on Steam, and if you liked the video, please hit like, subscribe, and follow the Duallist Project on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.